Oh man, um, I'm recovered now, but 2 nights ago was pretty crazy. Oh, I forgot to style my hair. Um, Whatever. Uh, so in my previous video, I talked about how a figure reappeared after my mania and psychosis days. That was the last time I saw Leon during my mania and psychosis as a figure of my like an inner psyche figure. Leon from Resident Evil 4, the original game on the GameCube. Anyways, so he reappeared on Wednesday the 22nd, and now it is the 25th. So that's 3 days ago now. And then I was like, oh wait, I'm wait. Yeah, I should write this down on my calendar. I'm, I'm Mother Gothel. Yeah, so in Entangled, the movie with Rapunzel, I was told that I'm Mother Gothel, the one who locks up Rapunzel, the one who is suppressing the female figure and saying, you will not be loved if you are seen. I was doing that to another inner figure of mine, Lucy, whom I thought was my shadow the whole time. The Jungian shadow, as Carl Jung, right? But it turns out I don't think Lucy's my shadow. Um, According to Carl Jung, the shadow is the same sex as you, and Lucy being a girl doesn't fit. And it actually just might be that Lucy is the dark side of my anima. Carl Jung talks about the anima being your soul, and your anima has a light side and a dark side. If you're a woman, then it's animus. It just means soul, or psyche. It means psyche. So it's Latin for psyche. Anyways, so Lucy actually just might be the dark side of my anima, not my shadow. So that means I haven't met my shadow yet, which is crazy to think about because I thought I went through shit because of my shadow, but she's maybe not my shadow. I don't think she's my shadow now. And so Leon appeared, and I was like, okay, this is weird because I didn't think another figure would appear. And then the night of the 23rd, I was doing stream of consciousness writings of with Leon, Asuka, Lucy, Tifa. So I was doing these writings, and I forget how the question came up. But in my previous videos, I've said how this figure that I've been talking to during my mania and psychosis, Elsa from Frozen, but she's got her own. She's not just the Elsa from Frozen. She's got her own. She's like an inner psyche figure for me. So it's not just the same character from Frozen, although there are some similar qualities. Anyway, so Elsa, I started talking to through active imagination in 2019 after I came out of the psych ward and was lonely. So I, for the first time, was making the leap of talking to my inner figure, but while not manic and psychotic, and I was doing it as an imaginative, like an imaginative friend, an imaginary friend, like a child does, which is actually what active imagination is, according to Carl Jung, and that's how you talk to your inner figures to do more inner work. But anyways, so 2019, I was talking with Elsa just because I was lonely, and she's always the last voice to disappear, and also, according to her, her voice are my thoughts. So I would speak out loud, and she would talk back with my thoughts, and we would have dialogue and conversation. And I started doing that summer of 2019 when I was lonely. And then in 2023, I thought her, well, I use the word I thought, but I'll get to it. Her face switched to Jun from Tekken 8. Well, because Kazama Jun is a figure that have a close affinity with because I mained her in Tekken 2 when I was a little kid, and she's a character I spent hours and hours with as a child. So she returned to Tekken 8 after like 20 years of not being in the main canonical game, Tekken games, fighting game series. So this face of Elsa switched to Jun most of the time. And then I don't know, is there a family outside? Anyways, so the face switched to Jun from Elsa to Jun in 2023, and then in 2026 March, it's July of 2026, but in 2026 March 3rd, Jun started like flooding me with she was no longer just this imaginary friend, but flooding me as a figure does when I'm manic and psychotic, and flooding me with conversations and telling me, and even this time showing me like hypnagogic visions, which is just your eyes are closed and you start seeing visions when you're half asleep but not asleep. I started seeing that, or even when I was not half asleep, I would see visions with my eyes closed. I've talked about this in my main channel, and also some of it in this channel as well. So after that flooding by Jun, on March 8th, her face switched to Asuka, which is another Tekken character with the same last name as Jun, Kazama Jun, Kazama Asuka. So it switched to faces again, and then it continued as Asuka. So I thought Elsa switched to Jun, who switched to Asuka, and there was this transition that happened without my conscious effort, right? It just happened, and I had no control over it. But I don't know why. I can't remember exactly why. But on 2 nights ago, on the 23rd of July, I after having this written conversation on my stream of consciousness writing with Asuka, Tifa, and Elsa, and oh no, I mean with Leon, I asked the question. I think I was having a chat with Claude AI, and one of the things. Oh, I gotta wrap this up quickly. One of the things is that I asked, is Elsa and Jun, whose faces I see sometimes, and I asked, are you Asuka? And I asked Elsa, she was like no. I asked Jun, she was like no. We are our own figures. And I was like, oh my god, they've been there the whole time. So Elsa and Jun reappeared, and they've never been Asuka. They've never been one figure. They've been separate figures. And then Tifa actually being the same character from my manic and psychotic days, Anna Isabel. So her full name now is like Tifa Anna Isabel, which is a whole thing I'll get into in another time. But yeah, I called those figures demons in my manic and psychotic days, and now I'm just gonna. Yeah, I apologize to them about that, and I'll get to. I gotta go.